Hello and welcome to Local Gov TV. In February this year, Socotim Insight published a report into how local authorities responded to the severe weather using online communications. The author of the report, Helen Williams, joins me now. Helen, thanks for coming in.
It's a pleasure, thank you.
The period of bad weather at the start of this year certainly caused a lot of disruption for council services. But what was the impact online?
Well, we looked at this for our Twitter Gritter report and we found, using our website take-up service data, that the traffic to council websites increased sharply during January. So a lot of members of the public were going on to council websites to find out information about school closures, for example, during the snow and ice. We also looked at how councils were communicating with the public using Facebook and Twitter and on their council websites. And it was clearly become a key channel for them to tell people about the service disruptions.
So how important is it for councils to publish up-to-date information online?
It's extremely important for it to be timely, because there's no value to it unless it is. So if you are unsure whether your school is open or not, you need to know before you set out on the school run in the morning and potentially go into dangerous icy roads. In order for the public to have confidence in the information, it really needs to be time-stamped, and we've seen during our survey for the Twitter Gritter report that many more councils are time-stamping information, and they're publishing very frequent updates which are very helpful to public.
Are we seeing a growth in the number of councils using social media platforms such as YouTube, Facebook and Twitter to communicate with citizens?
Yes, there's a rapid growth. Socotim monitors how councils are using websites, Facebook, etc. over time, because we carry out surveys regularly. So our Better Connected surveys, for example, are annual. And we found that during the past year there's been a rapid growth in use of all of these channels, but especially of Twitter, where the use of it has exploded and overtaken Facebook and YouTube.
Can you give some examples of councils that are successfully engaging citizens using social media?
The leader in Twitter was Newcastle, which uses Twitter to publish not only news releases and jobs and that kind of thing, which they can do automatically, but also more hand-composed content that's much more personalised, and I think that's why it's been so successful. But also Coventry's Facebook presence is absolutely staggering and far outstrips any other council. It has 10 times as many fans, at over 10,000, and it saw an explosion in numbers of fans during January, when it was publishing lots of information, key relevant information about the impact of the severe weather.
What would be your recommendations for councils wanting to get the most out of their online services?
I would recommend that councils really need to make sure that their emergency plans are including social media as a form of communication, so that they have planned on how they're going to get the information out onto these channels, onto their website, and that they do it out of hours as well as during office hours. And in a more general sense, I think that they need to try to become organisations that are more social media aware, and that there's a culture change within councils to embrace social media, rather than what currently happens, which in many cases they're blocking staff access to these sites.
Helen Williams, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, thank you.